in the peaceful village of Kandapu, nestled between whispering hills and a sparkling lake, lived a tiny turtle named Tillu. Unlike his friends who were content with their simple lives, strolling slowly and swimming in the cool water, Tillu had a wild dream. He wanted to fly in the sky like the birds he watched every morning. As he gazed at the fluffy clouds drifting overhead, he'd sigh and say, "How I wish I could soar through the sky like you and touch those fluffy clouds with my nose." The other turtles would chuckle and say, "Turtles are meant to walk, not fly. Besides, what good is flying? We're happy here." But Tillu wasn't convinced. Every day, he'd tie leaves to a shell and jump off tiny rocks, flapping his little legs as hard as he could. He'd watch the birds and copy their movements, hoping to one day take flight. One morning, as Tillu was jumping and flapping near the lake, he saw something sparkling stuck in a tree. It was a beautiful feather. As he touched it, a sleepy bird spirit named Pak woke up and asked, "Who did that?" Tillu explained his dream. And Pak said, "I can help you. But first, why do you want to fly?" Tillu replied, "Because I want to see the world from above, touch those fluffy clouds, and feel the wind beneath my wings. That's what I want most." Pak, impressed by Tillu's determination, said, "If you complete 3 sky challenges, I'll give you 1 day to fly with these magnificent wings." Tillu's eyes widened with joy. "Really? Thank you, Pak." And so, they set off on a magical adventure. Their first stop was the whispering grass. Pak said, "The wind is our first challenge. You must race it through the grass and be as swift as its breath." As the wind began to blow, rustling the grass, Tillu closed his eyes, inhaled deeply, and exhaled slowly, matching the rhythm of the wind. He raced through the tall blades, feeling the cool air on his face. Suddenly, he heard a giggle. It was the wind spirit, who said, "Well done, Tillu. You are as swift as the wind, and so you have won your first challenge." Then the wind spirit gave Tillu a magical feather that glowed with golden light, saying, "This feather will help you on your journey." Next, they came across a big, gray cloud floating sadly in the sky. Pak explained that the cloud had lost its way and needed Tillu's help to find its rainbow. As Tillu looked around, he saw a faint rainbow in the distance. He took a deep breath, concentrated, and started walking towards it. Slowly but surely, the cloud began to move too, following Tillu's path. When they reached the end of the rainbow, the cloud was overjoyed to be reunited with its pot of gold. The cloud spirit thanked Tillu and gave him a feather that shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. Then they continued on to the singing sands. But before they could do anything, a grumpy voice boomed. "Who's singing in my sands?" A giant sand dune spirit emerged, shaking the ground with anger. Pak explained that they were on their way to the moon, and Tillu promised to do anything to soothe the spirit's anger. So Tillu walked to the top of the dune and started singing a soft, gentle lullaby. As the song filled the air, the sand dune spirit relaxed and soon fell asleep. Touched by Tillu's kindness, the dune spirit gifted him with a feather that sparkled with 1,000 stars, saying, "This feather will help you on your last challenge." With 4 magical feathers now tucked under his shell, Tillu was ready for the final challenge. Pak led him to the highest peak of a tall mountain where a wise old eagle spirit lived. She was the guardian of the sky, and her feathers were as white as snow. Tillu approached her and said, "Respected guardian, I have completed all my challenges, and I am ready to receive my wings." The eagle spirit nodded, and with a wave of her magic staff, beautiful wings sprouted from Tillu's back. They were made of swirling wind and shining feathers, just like the ones Pak had promised. Overjoyed, Tillu flapped his wings and soared into the sky, feeling the wind beneath them and the sun on his face. As he flew, he saw Pak waiting on a nearby cloud with a sad expression. Tillu asked, "What's wrong, Pak?" To which Pak replied, "I promised you these wings, but I never told you that they had a price." Tillu asked, "What price?" And Pak said, "You can use them once for yourself, or forever give them to another animal who dreams of flying too." Tillu thought for a moment. Looking at his reflection in the clouds below, he realized that his dream had come true, and no matter what happened next, he would forever be the only turtle who could fly. And so, with a newfound sense of purpose, Tillu knew exactly what he had to do. And if you want to hear more adventures from Kandaparum, stay tuned.